So you got murdering happening, all cops just killing willy-nilly, nobody gives a fuck. Makes you think of Eric Stahl, actually. So compare this case to Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl is just shooting
when you need
at the
excellent
cop as soon
care,
as it comes out.
Atrium
Man,
Medical
God
Center
damn it.
is here.
I ain't gonna show that. That just pisses me the fuck off.
Shooting and killing a man who pointed a gun at him.
41-year-old Garry Burdine of Verona died Saturday evening after his family called the sheriff to say that he was drunk and causing trouble. Gallatin County Sheriff's Deputy Edwin Caldwell, the former worst.
Yeah, so he was drunk and causing trouble. I'm sick of these. I was trying to do something, but it doesn't record that well. And plus, I don't know. So okay, he's causing trouble, right? We'll start with that. So they're sitting there saying that Garry Burdine is causing the disturbance. What the fuck is he causing? There's such a lack of details in all this fucking case. What's causing trouble? He's farting the alphabet. Is that what he's doing? Is that what trouble is? He's fucking. He raped a pigeon. He just keeps on raping the shit out of the pigeon, and he won't stop. Stop raping the pigeon. He got drunk and he's just singing the fucking I don't know, the fucking Barney song over again. I love you. You love me. Just fucking, what is causing trouble? That's some dumb redneck shit. Well, you know what he was doing? He was causing trouble. And when he just causes trouble, you gotta tell him to stop causing trouble. And when they don't die, go just shoot, kill, pop. Bullshit, okay? So, there's such a lack of detail about this entire fucking case. I don't fucking believe anything that's going on with it. I think Spike Wright is the one that fucking led this case. Linda Talley-Smith comes on up and says, my office determined the use of deadly force was justified. Well, no shit, you prosecutor, you kiss-ass fucking cop motherfucker. Yeah, she's you know who was working underneath her in the Grant County office? Jim Caldwell. So the special prosecutor that's supposed to be fucking convicting Todd Brockman worked for her. Talk about conflict of interest. They're trying to bury a straight-up murder which was caught on videotape up in Boone County. So they're fucking straight-up murder. They're covering that shit up. So you're sitting there telling me that we're supposed to trust this shit? Nah, I don't fucking trust any of it. So compared to the Eric Stahl case, okay? It wasn't an ambush. An ambush is like when somebody, is lying in wait on your way to something, and then they jump you before they get there, okay? That's an ambush. They knew where the guy was at. They knew the house, and then when they pulled up to the house, the guy opens fire. So, not an ambush. It's an ambush, I guess, if you kind of expect, since you're the law or whatever, that when you walk up, everybody's just going to fucking just bow down. But there's clearly was some sort of domestic violence, some shit was going down before that hand. So it wasn't an ambush, but it was tragic and it was violent. So I'm not going to try to say that, but I just want to be accurate with our words when we talk about this shit, okay? So compare the case with Eric Stahl, shooting at Sheriff Neal, and then I think they shot him back, and then eventually Eric Stahl kills him, right? He kills himself. He blows his head off and he's dead. So Eric Stahl's fucking dead. Nobody, I don't know. I'm not even going to say anything about that case. The point being, compare that case with this case, okay? So you have Sheriff Neal driving up to the house, and as soon as he drives up, pow, 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 shots are fired. No shots were fired by Garry Burdine. Garry Burdine didn't shoot. He didn't shoot as soon as they pulled up, okay? So, Garry Burdine just causing trouble, so I'm going to go up there and tell him to stop causing trouble. You listen to your mama, boy. You listen to your mama. Right, so that's they're not saying anything. They're not talking about the what the fucking disturbance was. They're not talking about the arguments. They're not talking about what he said to the fucking guy when they went up to it. None of this is going to be public. The grand jury's totally fucking buried him. The grand jury, who the fuck is on the grand jury? Who the fuck are these people? It's supposed to be random lottery, but I fucking doubt this shit. I bet they're fucking buddies and friends of the fucking prosecutor. So, Linda Talley-Smith, she's the one that helped cover up Tyler Brockman's fucking murder. So she's the one that's covering this shit up now. So, however, in order to assure the public a full review of the case has been undertaken, the matter is presented to the Gallatin County grand jury. And then it says, on Monday, the grand jury agreed that the use of deadly force was justified and declined to return any criminal charges in connection with the shooting. Now, see, that's where I don't think the paper understands how the fucking law works. It's not that the grand jury comes out with criminal charges. It's that the grand jury comes down with an indictment of a felony. Okay? So criminal charges can be filed by any cop. Any police officer could just file fucking criminal charges on Ed Caldwell if they want to. The point of the grand jury is to indict people for probable cause that a felony happened. There's a dead fucking body. You're goddamn right there's probable cause that a fucking murder happened. You're goddamn right it happened, okay? So, let's go down. No, I already went to this, okay? So that's just the thing about the paper. I think the paper, you know, they did an okay job with it, and, but they don't know the fucking law. So they're sitting there saying that the grand jury said that there was no criminal, you know, charges. So it's bullshit. That they buried it, they fucking kept it down, and now nobody's going to do anything about it because they will use. Whereas the grand jury doesn't say shit. It doesn't say anything. You get an indictment from the grand jury. Grand jury can indict a ham sandwich. So if you got an indictment, say if Ed Caldwell got the indictment, he would still have to go to a jury trial. He still would have to go through the entire process of getting a lawyer, you know, closing statements, opening statements, presenting witnesses to subpoenas, all of it. So he'd have to go through the same criminal justice system that he's been fucking people over for years. For years, these motherfuckers keep saying, you're guilty, and then they have to go through the entire criminal process. For some reason, if you're a cop, you can murder a motherfucker, and you don't go through any of the fucking process whatsoever. The rule of law says that nobody is above the law. That motherfucker should have had a jury trial. He should have had a fucking jury trial, but the grand jury. So that's the fucking, you know, flip side of it. If you don't say that there is probable cause, the grand jury actually buries the fucking case. So that's the point of the grand jury, is to make sure that frivolous felonies are not being filed. So Spike just wanted to say, you're a felon, you're a felon, you're a felon. And actually, what the fuck is up with the grand jury in fucking Boone County? They had 3 felonies on Ronnie Lee Smith. Did that go through grand juries? Is that what the fuck Anthony Froelich, that bitch-ass motherfucker, did? Did he put Ronnie Lee Smith through a grand jury, or they just fucking tacking felonies on him? Nah. Compare those cases. That's great. That's a great fucking comparison. Ronnie Lee Smith, while he's running for sheriff, right, so clearly it's a political gimmick, he goes to the fucking hospital, and he saves his fucking, or tries to save his cousin, who he understands is being held against her will. So he broke a door trying to get her out. Then they pull her back, and they filed 3 fucking felonies on him. 3 fucking felonies was filed on Ronnie Lee Smith. But none were filed on Ed Caldwell. Ed Caldwell killed a man. He didn't go to no fucking hospital. He didn't try to save no motherfucker. He just shot him dead. And he don't get 3 felonies. He gets 0 felonies. So compare all these cases. That's the only way we're going to fucking see if there's any consistency with any of this shit. Seems like it's just fucking wild goddamn west out here. So that's a little bit about the Garry Burdine thing. I want to kind of compare and contrast actually what they were saying beforehand and what they said afterwards. That's why I had those other videos up. Because I feel like they're changing what the fuck had happened. Before they said that he had a gun. They're saying that he was right on top of him, which is rhetoric. You're telling me he was right on top of him, and then they're having a conversation. And he's not right on top of him. He's what, 10 foot, 20 foot, 100 feet away? You know, there's just too many fucking holes, such a lack of details. The media's not telling us shit, and the public ain't fucking demanding this shit, so fuck it, who gives a shit? Man's dead. Nobody gave a fuck about him. Let's just go on, right? Does burn me up a little bit. You know, you got mom, dad, you got mom saying, hey, here's a disturbance. Oh, quick cause trouble, right? What the fuck did Ed Caldwell say to him? What did he say to him? Did he say, hey, Garry Burdine, you little bitch-ass punk motherfucker, do as your mom says, or I'll fucking come back here and I'll pump 50 fucking bullets, you know, into you? What the fuck was said? We're going to cover up Garry Burdine's mother's fucking involvement in all this, right? Don't put her. She's a white woman, privileged. Let's not bring her into it. Bullshit. There's a fucking epidemic. This is stupid, but this is something I've noticed, that whenever you call, like, any place, a hospital, schools, you know, any professional places, if the female answers, they don't fucking tell you who the fuck they are. Oh, I'm the operator for Fort Knox. No, I asked you what your name was. And then you're going to ask me what my business is, and I'm going to say, well, my business is, you know, it's to do this, but how are we going to do this if I don't tell you who I am and what my business is? You ain't telling me who you are and what your business is. Well, I guess we're at a standstill, so go fuck yourself. I think it's bullshit, because it's saying that women can be unaccountable. They could say, give the dumbest, stupid, shittiest advice possible, and then when someone says, well, I talked to some woman, oh, well, it must have been her. No, I'm not going to try to fucking figure this shit out. Professional people, hello. Jonathan Masters, speaking on behalf of, you know, Commonwealth of Kentucky. Whatever the fucking organization is, right? I'm at the YMCA. Jonathan Masters, YMCA, how may I help you? That's how the fuck you're supposed to goddamn answer a fucking phone. But these bitches don't have to fucking do this. So you see have a fucking white woman who's, you know, behind the scenes, everybody fighting over her and shit. She don't have to fucking go on trial. Nobody says shit about what the fuck she done. No one gives a fuck. Man's dead. Who cares? Protect the mama. Mama's the one that fucking called the cops in. Mama's the one that should be responsible. You know, hopefully she goes to bed feeling bad, but I guarantee these motherfuckers don't give a shit. I don't know. I don't want to say, you know, I'm just guessing. It's all speculation, but fuck this, what it fucking feels like, okay? So, it says here, Ed talked to Garry, thought he was okay, convinced there'd be no more trouble. All right, now I don't want no more trouble. All right, no more farting the alphabet. No more, hey, stop raping that goddamn pigeon. No more pigeon raping. So great, right? Then you got some asshole like me saying that he fucking was raping pigeons. No, he wasn't raping pigeons. What was he just fucking, he was drunk and loud and drunk and stupid. He's blowing a fucking 2.24 or some shit. And he shot him with the 357 Magnum. Oh no. That's Neil. So that's Neil. Neil got shot with the 357 Magnum. So that he got shot. Compare the two different cases. Josh Neal actually got shot, right? And still didn't kill him. But Ed Caldwell, he didn't get shot. He didn't get, you know, ambushed. So, call for assistance, officers, sheriff's department, Gallatin County Coroner's Hughes. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what his crime was. I don't know why they were even called to the scene. It makes no fucking sense. None of it has makes any, the lack of detail is fucking disgusting. The newspaper, wow, the newspaper, it looks objective and shit. It's a fucking business. You know, they're there to make fucking money. I don't know what their philosophy is. I would love to know what the different philosophies are with Garry, or with, I'm sorry, Garry. I'm mixing all these people's names up. With Kelly and with Clay. Are they sensational journalists just trying to fucking sell a paper, as many copies as they can, or are they trying to educate the public and, you know, give all the information that the public needs to know? Which one are they doing? So names of deputy and the suspect he shot was released. You know, everybody standing around, oh man, what happened? He's intoxicated. He heard footsteps. He's brandishing a weapon. I heard that he had his hand on the gun in his back pocket. So, I mean, again, he's brandishing a weapon is behind his back pocket. Says, asked him what he was doing. He made a statement, alarmed the officer. Made a statement that alarmed it. Like, he's not saying this. He's not being forthcoming with information. So, he made a statement. Why wouldn't he say that he threatened to kill him? Then he brandished a firearm, and then my officer took it as a threat and fired on the subject, right? So, okay, you got a drunk, stupid, fucking dumb fucker who's, like, got a gun, and he's pointing the gun, and, you know, I just don't know. Shoot to kill, you don't fucking do anything else. I just feel like there's so many fucking different ways and options that this thing could have gone down, but since we're not being told any of the fucking truth or any of the details, there's no videotape, there's no evidence about this shit. All we got is the people that was surrounding Garry Burdine's body. That's telling us what happened. Well, y'all got a dead body there. What the fuck happened? Well, look, okay. Look. He was drunk, we called cops, and then he was threatened, and then he's dead, okay? So let's just shut up and let's just all move on. No, let's not all just move on. We got to say what the fuck happened and figure this shit out. So, yeah, I don't like the media. The media ain't really covering this shit very well. Sounds like it is justified, right? So, like, if someone had a golf club and they were swinging at your fucking head, they tried to murder you, you'd be justified in pop, pulling goddamn Ed Caldwell on that motherfucker, right? Someone tries to murder you, you can kill the shit out of them. That is justified, absolutely. So, the gun is being raised towards you, pop, right? That's just like, you know, duels. That's how duels work, right? Nobody does, you know, there's some reason the pride of a man just doesn't want you to reach for the gun first. And when the other motherfucker reaches for the gun, that's when you pop him, right? And so whoever fucking eventually gets scared, the other motherfucker shoots. You know, hurry up and fucking clear-minded, hurry up and fucking shoots. And he's justified because the person was going to shoot him. Deputy shoots, kills Verona man. The veteran officer forced to defend himself. So automatically the paper just exonerates him right then and there. They pretend like it's true. They pretend like they was fucking there. They got video footage. They don't have video footage, but who gives a shit, right? It's just a fucking, they're trying to sell paper, so shit. Basically, yeah, white women are held unaccountable for the crimes unless they're fucking homeless. So that's sort of everything that's, I guess, about this fucking case here. The grand jury went ahead and fucking buried it, just like Linda Talley-Smith did with Tyler Brockman. The Spike Wright, he's been in there for a long ass fucking time. I guarantee you, spearheaded by Spike. You know, he's been a prosecuting attorney for a while, was defense attorney for a while. He's been in Gallatin County for a long ass time, so I'm sure the Warnicks have a relationship with Spike. I'm sure that the cops and, you know, I'm sure there's relationships everywhere. There's also let's see. Let's see the relationships among people. Yeah, then the newspaper, how they got the grand jury. I think that's pretty fucking interesting because grand jury proceedings are secret. So how'd they get any of the sort of details about it? They got Linda Tally Smith fucking answering the damn questions. So this is, I think this has got Spike Wright's name written all over it. He fucking gets Linda Tally Smith in, so that way she kind of covers it up. But I mean, she's under some hot water with the Tyler Brockman thing. But I mean, I guess, I don't know, they just stay above the fray. They're a bunch of millionaires. They're a bunch of wealthy fucking rich millionaires. They're all in the corruption and shit. Nobody gives a fuck about, what's true and what's just. Dead man, who are you gonna fucking side with? The fucking dead man, or you gonna side with the fucking living man, right? Some people said dead man don't tell lies. Yeah, dead man don't tell truth either. So that's kind of a stupid fucking thing. That's a way, that sounds like some psychotic shit. Dead man don't tell lies. Well, yeah, you just covered up your fucking crime because he also doesn't tell the truth. So, nah, I'm not for sure if I like to go, if I agree with those sentiments. And I guess that's it. So, the grand jury fucking failed to fucking indict him. Not a conviction. They just did not indict him. They said that there's no probable cause. So, if I'm driving around and I got a dead body and then they say pull over, I'll be like, nah, sorry, officer, you don't have a probable cause that a crime is committed. They'll say a probable cause if they smell alcohol. They fucking say a probable cause if you got a broken taillight. They got a probable cause if they just want to fucking, oh, you were weaving. Oh, really? Was I, officer? Yeah, right. You're fucking drunk, you probably son of a bitch. So they get probable cause for any fucking little petty fucking thing, but when it actually is flipped around, they don't even say there's probable cause. There's not even a reason for an indictment for probable cause that a crime occurred when you got a dead body. Okay, you hypocritical motherfuckers. So y'all see me with a dead body, you don't even try to indict me. Don't even try to tell me there's a probable cause for you to arrest me. Fuck you, Gallatin County. If you see me with a dead body, that means that there is no crime. There's not a probable cause for any crime whatsoever. You just back the fuck up and go about your fucking day. Yeah, there's a dead body, but who gives a shit? I got a badge. I got a uniform. I got friends in low places or high places that they're low. I mean, they're white trash, right? Clearly white trash. Here's a picture of fucking Ed Caldwell. Looks like a good man, right? Nice, friendly dude. Nah, it looks like a murderer. It looks like a goddamn killer. Remember when Kevin Deaton tried to fuck me over? This motherfucker comes out and makes sure I don't have a camera, right? So make sure there's no evidence of them doing any wrongdoing, but they videotape your ass. The hypocrisy goes on and on and on. They can fuck with you. They can have a gun. They can fucking shoot people and kill you dead, and there's no probable cause. They can videotape you. They don't live by their own fucking standards. There is no rule of law. There is no democracy. They do as the fuck as they please. And how many more Garry Burdines are there going to be? How many more? He's already done once. I mean, they can do it whenever they want to. We've set it a precedent in Gallatin County, just like we've set a precedent in Boone County. Cops can kill innocent fucking people, and the powers that be know how to fucking cover that shit up. So it's only a matter of time for that shit continues to happen, right? It's going to keep on fucking happening. And Spike Wright is wrong. The sheriff is right. He should protect the cops. He's the PR man. He's the one that runs for it. The sheriff is the head honcho, the one with all the fucking power in the county. The county attorney should go for the truth and for justice. You should prosecute the bad people and leave the innocent alone. Spike, leave the fucking innocent alone. So, yeah, I don't know why I was actually... Anyways, so that's it. So absentee voting, and then county made soon of a YMCA. So, other shit's happening too. So, yeah, old Neddy Caldwell got away with murder. Got away with murder.